Now again back to the status profile. Below there is a define authorization key. So here we can be maintain the authorization key for approval 1, 2, 3. So click on the new entries. So approval 1 have authorization key. Here we can maintain the unique ID or an employee ID. So engineer, manager and the HOD. And the save. So here I have maintained the authorization key. Now I have to assign that authorization key to that particular status. So again come back to the status profile, go to the position, find out the status profile, double click on that, and here the last column is called as the authorization code. So I have to assign engineer, project manager, and finally HOD, and save. So after assigning the authorization code to particular approver, system will allow me to do the changes across the same, which is controlled by the authorization object, and authorization object is provided by the basis guy. Now the next is the project profile. The project profile is the heart of the project. Basically project profile contains a default values where you can be able to maintain your planning profile, your budget profile, your settlement rule, your dates, your scheduling methods. So these contain all the default values, and once you create any new project, system will first ask you to maintain the project profile. So once you enter the appropriate project profile, system will copy all the default values from the project profile. So what kind of profile values is maintained under the project profile? Let's see in the create project profile. So I have executed the transaction code create project profile. Now different profile which are already created in the IDAS system. Got it? So rather I have to copy or I have to create the same. So to copy, I have to click on the copy as, or to create a new entry, I have to create a new entry. So I just copy from the existing one. I just select one profile, elevator. Just click on the copy. Now you can create a project profile according to your type of project. Like if you have a customer project, if you have a capital project, if you have a R&D project, if you have maintenance project. So you have different types of projects, so you have to create a different types of profile. You have to give the name of that particular project profile. Then the name of that particular profile. So project type was there. You have to assign the appropriate type. Like there are different type, or you can be create your own type also. Cost project, customer project, capital project, maintenance project. If you want R&D project, then there is R&D project, or rather than this project profile, project type is not available in this pop-up. You can create your own project profile also. Project type. So I have select the customer project type. So if you click on the possible entries, system will open the possible entries, or you have to click on the F4, or if you click on the F1, system will open the information about that field. Got it? So just click on that project type and system will give you the information about the particular field. Then if you want all your particular WBS as an account assignment, I have told you that there are 3 indicators which is available in the particular WBS, that is account assignment, element, billing element, and the planning element. So all your WBS need to be account assignment. You have to just click on the account assignment. Then the project have only one WBS level on the top, you have to select this. Then if you want to able to identify the change document, that is whatever the changes have done in that particular project, you want to trace. So who have done that particular changes, from which ID, on which date, on which time, you have to just click on the change document. So unless and until this tick was there, system will not allow you to see the changes across the same. To view the changes on that particular project, that is who have created the WBS or who have to change that particular WBS, who have deleted that particular WBS, you have to just tick the change document. Version profile, which allow you to maintain the different kinds of versions. Okay, like there are the different versions which is available, so you have to select the appropriate version profile, or you can create your own version profile, which we will see in the later on. Then the field key, which identify what kinds of fields you want to see on that particular project. Okay, again this setting we will see in the later on. So you can create or customize your own fields also. Then display option, how many levels you want to see during display, that you can be able to maintain here. So once you project open, either you want to see with the project number, either you want to just see with a short description, or either you want to see with your text. So we will go for a project definition. Then level of details, how many details of the level you want to see, whether you want to see only a first level, second level, or all the levels, then you have to maintain here. Then if you have some validations, rules, if you want to maintain that particular plant have a particular project profile, or particular company code have a particular project profile, or any substitution that particular plant along with the particular company code I need. Okay, like if I maintain the particular company code, automatically system will pick up the plant. So this is called as a validation and a substitution rules which you need to be maintained. So we will define the later on. Then the stock, whether you want a valuated stock or a no stock or a non-valuated stock on the particular project, that you have to, but we will go for a valuated stock only. Then the status management, again we have created the status, so we have to assign that status here, that ZPS001C. So if I want to maintain on the particular project definition, I have to select that particular project profile. Got it? Then finally you have to save. So this is the way to maintain the project profile which I have created in the last node. Got it? Then again, if you want to able to trace a change document under the status, you can be able to tick the change management. Then these are the graphic options which is available on the project planning board. Okay, that is on the Gantt chart. This can be maintained as a standard one. Then project summarization, where all the WBS element you want to summarize, or all the WBS want to account assignment element or a billing element, you can be maintained. Then project is a customer project, and if you link with your sales order, then you have to use the prior information. What is the sales organization, distribution channel. This is again the integration point of view. So you have to coordinate with your SD consultant to maintain these values. Then the next step is the organization. If you click on the organization, you have to ask the system, asks you to maintain the controlling area, company code, business area, plant, currency. So you have to ask your FICO and MM guys to appropriate maintain the company code and the controlling area. So you can find out the possible entries, or you can be directly maintain from this. So this is my company code. Business area I don't want to maintain, I want to maintain on a later on, so I can maintain the later, plant and the currency. So all these value get pick up during creation of the project. If you don't maintain the value, system will only create a project, but you have to maintain the values later on. Then the project planning board, where you have to maintain the scheduling profile, which we will create later on and we will see. Then whether you want a scheduling scenarios, which is a backward scheduling, forward scheduling, or a free scheduling. Okay, the backward scheduling is the bottom up, forward is the top down. Then if you want to include the activities or not, that is network and activity combination, you can be defined there. Factory calendar, if you maintain some specified factory calendar with the holidays, that you can be assigned this factory calendar. The factory calendar is defined by the MM and the FICO guy. Then the time unit, if you want to days, hours, you can be pick here. Then the planning methods, whether it is the open planning, whether it is a top down, bottoms up, strict bottoms up, you can be maintained. This we will see in the later on session. There are different kinds of planning methods which is available. Then the network profile, again if you have a network profile created which comes under the later on in the system, so we have to assign their planning board to maintain the Gantt chart of that particular project, and the hierarchy graphic. So these are the standard settings which we will not disturb. Then controlling, where you have to maintain the object class, whether it is a production, whether it is a investment, whether it is a overhead, whether it is a profit analysis. Then if you want your all the WBS as a statistical, then you have to maintain the statistical ticks. If you maintain the integrated planning, then it is an integrated planning. Then the planning profile and budget profile you have to maintain here. We will create a planning profile and budget profile later on. Investment profile, settlement profile, again we will see the later sessions, later node. And the budget group profile for that particular hierarchy graphic. So these are the default values which you have to maintain in the project profile, and once you save, your project profile get created in the system and you can be able to do the changes against that particular project profile.